Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for rejoining us. So, as you will know, we've been building the Stormtrooper stunt helmet made from casting of an original helmet which Simon owns. Well, what can I say? We're pretty much ready for the ears, but before we do, I've been looking at this and it's been bugging me a little bit, so I'm going to just explain why. So if you, with your brow, if you want to move, you can move it around a bit. You've got a little bit of tolerance with the brow, but I'm not liking the way this is bending down here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to get in, trim that out a little bit more. Yeah, so I'm just going to try and trim that out so it's a little bit straighter. I think I'll be happier with my brow trim that way. There we go. Let's try that trim on, see how that fits now. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Just a minor detail, but there you go. So I wanted to do that before we started on the ear. So today I am going to start on the ears, and I'm going to start on the left as you're wearing it, which is this one. And I'll tell you for why. It's the easier of the ears to put on. I usually do this one second, but I think we'll do this one first so that you guys can get a feel for it, because this ear is definitely the more challenging. Okay, take a pew. Straight out the box, the ears should come with a pencil line around them, which is our suggested trimming line. Hopefully you can see that. That's better. Yeah? So we've got that trim line on now. If I trim it to that, it's pretty much going to go straight on this helmet, but depending on how you've built it, that may not be the case. So what I would say is trim close to this, keep trying it on your helmet, see where it needs. But let's trim it out first of all, and then we'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to cut off some of the excess. Okay, so I'm going to just trim some of this off with the shears. Right, that's about as much as I can rough out with the shears, so now it's time for Mr. Dremel. Trim that bottom piece off there. The bottom can be important because it can start clashing with the helmet, stop it sitting down properly. Right, first off I'm just going to take any rough edges off on this burr. Right, so I'm going to offer that up in the first instance, see how far off we are. Okay, so now we're trying to hit sort of a happy medium here, because the original helmets, the ears are not fitted as nicely by a long way as this, but we're trying to make something that looks probably a little bit nicer depending on what you're doing. If you need to start hacking some of this out, to get the fit worse or more accurate, then that's your own build, and that's cool. So I'm just offering it up, looking at the contours of the helmet, see how it fits. What you don't really particularly want to do on this point is be bending it out of shape to make it fit. So you just want to put it on there and have a look and see what's what. Now, as you can see, this gap is looking quite nice. I'm quite happy with that, but I can feel around the back, I can feel there's some stuff going on now looking at it. And experience tells me that this here is the problem. So this back edge wants to be a little bit thinner. I think that needs to come out. So what I'm going to do is just gently sand some of it away, offer it back up. That's a bit better. I'm feeling now. I'm feeling around the helmet to see where the resistance is, where it's not sitting down quite as I'd want it to. And again, I think we can take a little bit more out of this back. As you can see, we've got this shape that we've introduced into the back. As I'm putting that on there, I'm quite liking that. I don't want to bend it all over the place. I think there's a little bit too much in this corner as well. I'm just going to take some of that away. I'm quite happy with that. So you can move it around a little bit on the helmet to see where it wants to sit and where it looks best and where you're happiest with it. You can see we cut that away, so we've got a bit of movement there. So I'm quite happy with that. Now on the helmet build, so on this you will notice you can see this line here, and you're going to get that. That's part of this build. Right, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to go for that. So I'm going to drill my holes in the ear. I'm not going to drill the bottom one just yet. Right, I'm really happy with that, and I'm going to show you. Why. Let me get this first screw in. So it's looking nice all the way around. So I'm just marking it. You can use a pencil, but right, I don't know if you can see those scratch lines. You can use a pencil, but it's quite deep, so I mean that's why my pencil's kind of that shape. And even then, sometimes it won't quite fit through. So I've scratched my little hole there, and as you can see, I'm not far away from the original hole at all. But each one of these is different. The next one I build won't be exactly the same as this, so I'd rather build it bespokely than just go at it. Right, I've just tweaked my brow a little bit there's two different size screws that we use on this helmet build. One is about an inch, one is, I think it's 3/4 of an inch. It doesn't really matter the length, because for this we're going to use the longer screw. So straight through both sides of the helmet, washer, nut. Now then, I don't know if you can see this. When we were building the helmet together, and I was talking about the backing cap and the deformation of the shape, you can see here now when this ear is in place, and I've got it so that it fits quite nicely all the way around. Can you see that? Yeah, so I'm happy with all of that, and it's in this position. You can see here where you catch that in the light. You see this deformation going on there. You see how that runs off. This is where the original ear, over 30 or 35 years, however long it was, 33 years, has been placed on the helmet. This is on the original, and it's got a natural resting point, and the helmet over that time is sort of changed shape slightly because it's been under pressure for that long. So I'm happy that that's in the right place, because I can see the little tell on the helmet itself. Now the other thing, and this is something more on the Hero helmet really, this is really swept back, and one of the reasons for that is because of the location of this and where we're going to drill the hole. So here you can see our rivet is back here, yeah, near where my thumb is here, and with the ear in the correct place, our hole is up here, so it's avoiding clashing with that rivet. That's important. So I'll just drill this through. So what I'm doing is I'm holding the ear in the place using this finger and this thumb. I'm just going to drill through. You could drill this. In fact, I'm going to let me drill a hole first in this. If I start doing it for the camera, it's going to slide off and I'm going to embarrass myself. So everything's lined up, I'm happy with it. We can see that shape there from where the original ear has been deforming the helmet over that time that I was talking about. This is where I want to drill our hole. This is where the rivet is. You can see we're clearly missing it. I can kind of see there where the original hole was. So we're clearly not far away from that. Okay, let's drill this. Okay, I'm going to add my screw, one of the shorter screws. Now what you will see is if your screw is flat with this, with the bottom of the ear, that means on the inside of the helmet it's coming up in this kind of angle, and that's helping to anchor it all together. So you might not be able to see it there. So I'm going to add that. Pretty much just finger tight all the way around. So you can see the gap. You tight on that. I'm going to spin it around. Yeah. So that's without the final one in. Let's put that final screw in. Before I do, I'm just going to have a look, make sure I'm happy with my brow. Everything's still fine, because this may interfere with it on your build, because we're going to go through the front and the back. Careful not to drill your finger. And the last screw for this here, again, is another one of the long ones. So we've got 2 long ones, 1 short one. Well, I managed to get that air on before my tea went cold. I think that's a good job. So that is the left ear in position. I need to spin that. You're close on that. Oh, we've come such a long way in such a short time. Next time, pull this out of your autofocus thing. Next time we'll be adding the right ear and a little bit of trimming, a little bit of installing, and we'll be ready for paint. So until then, thanks for watching, and stay lucky. There you go, simple as that. This is how we build stuff. So if you need a kit, you can get on the website. If, however, you've seen this and you think, this is not for me and I don't have the time, don't worry. We also have fully built commissions and fully built stuff. All on the website. Just click through, choose your character, it's all there for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.